Alright, in case you silly little monkeys couldn't already tell, I am a huge Nintendo fan. And if you couldn't tell, then, where the fuck have you been? So if you're anything like me, and you've seen the Nintendo Direct, or if you've just seen the Nintendo Direct because, you don't have to be a Nintendo fan to see the Nintendo Direct, but you just, I digress. There were plenty of interesting things that were revealed in that Nintendo Direct, in my personal opinion. Me being a fucking huge-ass Mario fan, I was particularly overjoyed. Things like the new Peach game that they never even revealed a title for. The Super Mario Wonder, which looks really, really good. I might actually make a video discussing that because it looks fucking amazing. But the thing I want to talk about right now is the Mario RPG game, the remake that they announced. And that game looks absolutely phenomenal. And the ironic thing is, as much of a Mario / Nintendo fan that I am, I have never played the original Mario RPG. Never. But what I have played was Paper Mario, which, if you don't know, Paper Mario, at first, it was intended to be like a pseudo sequel to the first Mario RPG. But when they looked at the graphics, they kind of just decided to make it Paper Mario and like embrace more of the papery looking gimmick that they had because of the system that they were working with. It was like a 3D like setting, and then like all the characters were like literally like just like 2D sprites, and it all looked like paper. So they decided to go with the paper aesthetic and call that series Paper Mario, which is why Paper Mario is mostly an RPG. And I think this is what I feel like I want to talk about in regards to this Mario RPG remake. You see, the thing about Paper Mario is the fact that it's not at all your average Mario game. Not really, it's not your typical Mario game. For starters, it's an RPG, and being an RPG, Paper Mario is pretty much driven by its story. And for Paper Mario 64's case, it was actually a very phenomenal, really cute little story that they had going for it in that game. Not only that, but like the gameplay was really flashy. It was a lot of style. There was character. There was personality. Like talking about character. Speaking of character, the characters in that game were in their own right like really good and amazing. Like people like Umbario, Hooper, and even Sushi. And not even just that, like even the side characters like Merlin, even Bowser himself. This is one of the many instances, well, one of the first instances from what I understand, except aside from Mario RPG, which probably gave Bowser a lot of character, a good foundation for like a really good character. Bowser and Peach and even Luigi had a lot of personality in this game. Luigi was very Luigi, but you know, it was stacking on top of the character that Luigi himself already had. You didn't get to play as him in the game, unfortunately. Same thing for Mario RPG as well. And then Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, which I'll get to later. Come on, Nintendo, why y'all gotta do my boy dirty like that? See, Waluigi deserves all the mistreatment. He's fucking Waluigi. Fucking Wario, fucking streaming looking ass, fucking Ion #1 looking ass bitch. And while the story for the Paper Mario 64 wasn't as it's not on the same level as something like fucking Final Fantasy or The Last of Us or, a bunch of other games like that. It did well for what it was doing, if you catch my drift. It's a fucking Mario game, for God's sake. It had a very cute, child-friendly, lovable, charming plot that was pretty easy to follow and was pretty much quite wholesome. It was a lovely, wholesome plot with a lot of character personality flash, colored, and beauty. And on top of the story, there were lots of wonderful, unique worlds to explore, like Toad Town and the desert. Mario's never been to the desert before. No, never. This is the first time you've ever seen that happen in any Mario game ever to exist. Trust me, I am a Mario fan, and that means I'm an expert on all things Mario related. Fuck you, nigga. But in all seriousness, while I liked the gameplay, on the gameplay front, while I really, really loved the gameplay, it was, it wasn't the best thing ever, but I really don't think it really had to be. It was it was also somewhat easy to follow, simplistic RPG gameplay, and it didn't do more than it really had to. It didn't have to, fucking overplay its hand or try to be like the most phenomenal thing ever. Like, it's a different kind of RPG gameplay. I'll give it that. It's a very creative way to do an RPG, because in this one you have more agency. There are attack commands, like for the hammer you pull the trigger back and then you let go at a certain time to make your hammer like hit harder. And if you let go too early or too late, then the hammer will just be weak. Same thing with the jumping. Like, if you use the jump attack, you have to press the A at the right time, and Mario will perform a double jump and like you'll do more damage that way. It's very interesting, and there's a lot more attacks and items that give the player agency to, like, if you time everything right and you do the command properly, then like the damage will be you'll be rewarded. There's no fucking TF2 styled random crits that will automatically win you the game instantly, or it'll just fucking break you if you don't crit, because God. And then we get to Paper Mario 64's sequel, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Lord in heaven, do I fucking love this game. Not only did they improve the gameplay, which is, in my opinion, like far superior to what Paper Mario 64 did. Not saying Paper Mario 64's gameplay was bad, it's just Paper Mario: A Thousand-Year Door did what a good sequel should do. Expand upon what you did the first time and make it fucking the best thing that you could ever play with the controller in your hand. It practically orgasmic kinds of gameplay. God damn, I love it. All of the movesets are satisfying. And not only that, but they also included these little stylish points that you get, which also plays into the gameplay. If you like I said before, the double jump mechanic is back in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Like, if you time the A button right, then Mario will perform a double jump. Let me take this from the top. The way the battle system works in Paper Mario: A Thousand-Year Door is that instead of it just being like the way that Mario 64 did, not only are you in like a different battle stage, they literally changed. They made the battle stage literally like look like a stage play. And like there's a crowd like in the foreground watching Mario fight the enemies that you have that you encounter in the game. Like, when you're in this battle mode, whenever you attack an enemy, they will cheer for Mario, and when they cheer for Mario, Mario gets these little star points, and if they fill up, if I remember correctly, Mario will be able to perform the super moves with one of the crystal stars. And those crystal stars are really, really fucking powerful. Sometimes they can even one-shot like somewhat weak enemies, or even like really fuck up like one of your bosses that you're fighting in the game. It's a really interesting mechanic. And one of the ways to get even more points is if you perform stylish moves while you're timing your attacks. So like when you're performing a double jump, if you press A right before Mario, at the apex of Mario's jump, then he'll perform like some kind of acrobatic, weird, like stylish move, and then Mario will get extra points. The crowd goes super wild, you get more points, and then now you'll be able to use the best star move in the game, which is fucking Earth Tremor, and the most satisfying thing you can get once you time every single command properly, and it makes everything, all the enemies, like die in a catastrophic earthquake. You're gonna have to forgive me. I might end up orgasming as I am reminiscing on all of these fond memories of this wonderful game. Not only has a battle system been made wholly, but the story is it's phenomenal. Like, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but like it made little 4th grade, 5th grade version of me, there were points where I could have cried at this at some points in this storyline. Admiral Bobbery, for example, if for those of you that know, you know, Lord in Heaven, his little story arc was something. The interesting thing about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, it does pretty much starts out like being as kind of simplistic as the first Paper Mario was. Whereas like the first Paper Mario, it was just your typical Mario versus Bowser story, nothing special, with like a lot of really unique, interesting stuff and characters in between that. But for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door's case, they decided to take it another step further, and like it's almost Steven Universe-esque levels of storytelling. Not even just Steven Universe, but Undertale level as well. Of course, Undertale is a step ahead of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Funnily enough, from what I understand, Toby Fox took a lot of inspiration from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Not just in the storytelling, but also with the music. For those of you who know about Another Medium, one of my favorite soundtracks on Undertale, that was inspired, if I remember correctly, it legitimately was inspired by the X-Not bass theme. Personally, in my opinion, I think that's really cool. I love the fact that Toby Fox is a fucking Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door fan like I am. Jesus, like, it goes to show how like amazing this game is. Like, if you had played Undertale and you never played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, then that should tell you right off the bat that you should probably look into playing that game. It's really good. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil much of the story for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, but like, they really did not have to go as hard as they did for like a fucking Mario game. Jesus. I mean, it still has the same wackiness that the Mario universe is known for, which, in my opinion, is more wacky than a typical Mario game. It is very strange, weird, and colorful. Again, it has a lot of personality and is really charming. I would definitely recommend playing this game. The next in the lineup, we have Super Paper Mario. This one was for the Nintendo Wii. I believe this one came out in 2008. This one, unfortunately, was a bit of a hit or miss for fans of the Paper Mario series, or just the Mario RPG fandom in general. The problem in particular with this game that a lot of people have an issue with, which I can personally understand, like I kind of agree with most fans on this one. It's not an RPG. It's more of a side-scroller, like trying to be an RPG, but it's not really an RPG. It has some RPG-like elements into it, but it's just a side-scroller. It's almost like it's being Mario, like the original Mario series, without really being the original Mario series. Like if they were gonna do like a you know, like a fucking side-scroller type game, they should have gone all out like they usually do with Mario games. Like what the Mario side-scroller games are like best known for are like its gimmicks, its stage layout, its all of the wacky, weird, funny stuff that Mario is known for. Like platforms, spinning platforms, jumping around, hitting blocks and shit. Like facing new challenges in each level. You don't really have that type of stuff in Super Paper Mario. It's like walk forward, hit blocks, encounter enemies, use your fucking 3D mechanic to walk past enemies if you so desire. There are some puzzles in it. I mean, it's not terrible. The gameplay isn't the worst, but it's not. It left more to be desired. It was somewhat disappointing. I think it tried too hard to be like an RPG, but at the same time, tried too hard to be like a 2D platformer as well, without like really taking like the best elements from both of those things. And I think you can actually do like an RPG/platformer type game, like if you know what the hell you're doing, and like not just be the bare bones version of both and make a bare bones garbage. It's not fantastic. I think it should have stuck with being an RPG. But with that being said, as much as I've ripped on the gameplay of this game, the story, however, in my opinion, is superior to even Paper Mario. Well, I don't know. I think it's on equal playing fields in terms of storytelling in this one. Again, there were points in this game where little 6th grade version of myself would have probably shed tears. For those, if you remember Love Bee, for those that play Super Paper Mario, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Lord in heaven. For those of you that have beaten the game, yeah, that ending, Jesus Christ. Again, I'm not gonna spoil a single thing, but like the story for this game is really, again, it's like Steven Universe levels of storytelling. In my opinion, probably better. It had a better ending than Steven Universe did. So, yeah, the Paper Mario series, overall a very good series. Different from the traditional Mario formula, and it had a lot to offer. And if you haven't played any of the 3 games that I mentioned, then I highly recommend playing them. I cannot recommend them enough. I cannot stress nearly enough how much any human being who is a fan of Nintendo or just really loves interesting wacky RPGs, or fans of just Undertale even, like, I would highly recommend playing these games. I know you're wondering why I'm talking about this. Like, I've already explained how much Mario RPG kind of like has ties to the Paper Mario series. And I started this off by talking about the new Super Mario RPG remake. So here's why I'm talking about this. After Super Paper Mario comes out, I think around 2014, I believe it was like 2012. 2010, 2011, 2012. I cannot remember. I don't even care to look up the release date or the announcement date. The game Paper Mario Sticker Star was announced. This game would be released for the Nintendo 3DS. And when I first heard about it, when I was like I was in middle school at around the time that this game was announced. So when I first heard about it, after having played Paper Mario 64 and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, around that time I didn't get around to playing Super Paper Mario yet. Like a brand new Paper Mario game had been announced at around that time. The title wasn't released yet, it was just a brand new Paper Mario game. There were like little screenshots here and there showing what the game would look like. And when I saw those screenshots, I was ecstatic. I was super excited. I was like, holy shit, we're getting another Paper Mario game? We haven't had this for a long time. This is great. We only have 2 of those things. No, 3 of those things. 3 of those damn things. And they're all great. It's fantastic. I can't wait to get another like imaginative, expansive, unique, rich in storytelling, with amazing RPG gameplay to come out. A brand new Paper Mario game. Yes, absolutely. I've been waiting for this. I think a couple years afterwards, Paper Mario Sticker Star comes out. It's released on the 3DS. I finally get around to playing it, and it was dog shit. It's dookie. It's pretty bad. When you compare it to the first 3 games in the franchise, on its own, it's fine. It's fine-ish. It's not worst thing. It's just very lackluster. Leaves much to be desired, actually. It's beyond what It's very below the bar. Like the first 3 Paper Mario games pretty much set a bar. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door raised the bar. Super Paper Mario lowered the bar just a little bit with this lackluster gameplay, but it was still a good game to play nonetheless. I still recommend it regardless. God, Paper Mario Sticker Star. The gameplay is boring, simplistic, not challenging at all in the least. All of the bosses are super easy if you use the right item, which is super easy to find. Not only are they super easy to find, you have to find them. You cannot progress in the story without finding these items. So yeah, the game is just incredibly easy. I mean, you could choose not to use those items, and the boss battles would be harder. But like, why? What's the point of self-imposed challenge? That kind of defeats the purpose of a challenge, and whatever. It's whatever. It's just really bad. It's very bad in comparison to the first Super Mario games, where bosses were challenging in their own right. And of course you could find easy ways to beat them, but like, it didn't make them like one-shot every boss easy. But that's pretty much how it was. Like in Paper Mario Sticker Star, you could pretty much one-shot every single boss that you come across. The environments were not. The music was great. Like, consistently, like, for all Paper Mario games across the board, the music is fucking amazing. Especially the Dry Bake Desert theme and, like, the Dry Bake Stadium theme. Fucking amazing. They're top-notch. Lovely stuff. And not only that, the story was nothing. Like, literally, the story was nothing. It was like your basic-ass, run-of-the-mill Mario vs. Bowser storyline that you've seen a billion times in like any other Mario game, with far better gameplay and amazing platforming. So you can pretty much forgive that storyline for like the platformer games, like the traditional Mario games that you're used to seeing all the time. But for this, for something that's supposed to be an RPG in comparison to what we got for the past 3 games, this is inexcusable. Not only that, but this typical Mario vs. Bowser storyline has been done better in Paper Mario 64, where the characters are all unique, is again colorful, flashy, interesting, lots of unique worlds, lots of unique characters that you encounter. There are no partners in this game. Past 3 Paper Mario games had like partners with interesting personalities and abilities. That's not in this game. Like, you don't have any of that in this game. You just get like one little like ally. I think her name was Curtsy. Just basic ass little fairy that follows you around. Gives exposition, and that's it. Nothing else really. All of the characters, every single one of the characters, they're all fucking toads. Ugh. And then Paper Mario Color Splash comes out. It's basically just Paper Mario Sticker Star, but with a different gimmick. That's literally it. I heard that the gameplay is slightly better. Like, I don't want to waste my time on it. It's whatever. I don't think it's really worth playing, in my opinion. If I've already subjected myself to Paper Mario Sticker Star, I don't want to deal with Color Splash. And then Paper Mario Origami King comes out. I had a little bit of hope for that one, but like, again, it was nothing. It was nothing like the first 3 Paper Mario games. Like, the story was slightly better, I guess. I didn't play it myself, I just watched one of my favorite streamers play it, and it was okay, I guess. It was fine. But it was nothing like, you know, the first 3 Paper Mario games. It may seem like I'm looking at those games with rose-tinted glasses, or I'm just being too nostalgic. But I think anybody that has never played a single one of these Paper Mario games, like not even a single one of these, I'm pretty sure anybody, if you play through all of those games, you will agree that the first 3 Paper Mario games, phenomenal. You can't even touch them. The last 3? No. And no, I've never played the Mario and Luigi series. I heard that that's really, really good. I wanted to play those one day, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I don't have the systems for those games. Never had when I was little, and I just never got around to, like, emulating. Sorry, Nintendo. Are they in the room with me? They could be watching me right now. What I meant to say was, get an actual Nintendo DS to play the Mario and Luigi series. yeah, actually get a real, legitimate Nintendo DS. Yeah, I think it was on Game Boy. I think there's a game on Game Boy too, right? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not here to give you any facts. I'm here to talk about my experiences with the games, because that's all I'm here for. I'm here to talk about my experiences and my experiences with things, and I talk about things from my own perspective. Yeah. When I talk about facts, I will tell you what that this is my interpretation of the facts that I have read or that are presented to me. I'm talking about just any general subject, but I'm just getting off track here. So to get into like the real issue that I'm trying to get at here with this video is that the Paper Mario series has been on like a huge decline for the past 10 years. Recently has been doing nothing but consistently drop like lackluster game after lackluster game with no care or thought or like creativity put into them at all. They're just afterthought gimmicks because, ooh, Paper Mario, let's do paint, ooh, let's do, his enemy is scissors now, whoa! Yeah, very creative. Yes, very thoughtful. I wouldn't have come up with that. Man. And it really sucks. It's unfortunate that this is the garbage that we're subjected to. But my hope is that with the Mario RPG remake coming out. This is a long shot. This really is a long shot, but I'm just hoping and speculating here. Nintendo might realize that its fan base really craves a game of that value, a game like Mario RPG. That and I have it on good authority that Mario RPG is a really phenomenal game with an amazing story, amazing gameplay, and all of that lovely stuff. And it is a lot like the first 3 Paper Mario games in that respect. Because like I said before, Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario 64, was meant to be a sequel of Mario RPG in the first place, until it became its own thing afterwards. So these 2 games are kind of tethered together. So like my hope is that Nintendo will realize what people want out of a Mario RPG game, out of the Mario RPG series, which is, I guess, just Paper Mario now, or Mario and the Mario and Luigi series, and that they will stop making trash and give people actually decent games other than what we've been getting in recent years. One day I will play the Mario RPG. I don't know if I'll play it on this channel. I probably will play it on this channel. I might, I don't know if I'll just do the Super Nintendo version, or if I'll start with the remake that comes out. I might just do the Super Nintendo version. I might upload it onto my channel so you guys can see my initial reactions to that stuff. I think it'll be a good time. It'll be a fantastic time. I want to experience that game for the first time. I played a little bit of it, but I never really finished it. I've only played the beginning and I never got beyond it because I got too busy playing Donkey Kong Country. But yeah, that's my hope. That's my ramblings. That's my opinion. I know, I'm aware that it's been a long time since I've uploaded to this channel, and I'm going to continue uploading again. I don't know. I just lost motivation to upload videos to my YouTube channel. But I'm slowly starting to get back into the to the mojo of this. So for the future, what I want to do is there are a lot of things that I have planned for this channel. I'm still going to be talking about politics, because like I said before at the beginning of this year, this whole channel is about things that I'm passionate about, and politics is one of those things that I'm actually passionate about. Yeah, cringe, I know. I'm passionate about Nintendo games, I'm passionate about just video games in general. Again, I want to talk about more anime shit. I haven't watched anime in a long time. I used to be very, very passionate about anime. Not as much as I used to be. So, yeah, I want to try and get back into that form of degeneracy. I will also continue to talk about religion on this channel, which I think is probably far more interesting subject than politics is. So I will be making more religion videos, like more religious critiques with Hey, because like, you know, if you've seen if you watched a majority of my videos, I have a religious background. Like, first few videos that I have uploaded on this channel are uploaded when I was still religious. So yeah, that's that's my background. I was a Christian, 100%. I want to talk more about that. I want to critique more unhinged, cringy sermons and more YouTube pastors and shit. That'll be fun. And I want to talk about TV shows that I'm passionate about. What I want to do is I have 4 long-form video essay projects planned. I don't know. These are plans that I have. I want to do these things. So like, so I'm just gonna lay it out for you right now. I want to do a video essay on Breaking Bad. Of course, that hasn't been done to death already, but still, I don't give a shit. I want to talk about my thoughts on the series, not anyone else's. But fuck you, you know. I want to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. Go fuck yourself. Better Call Saul. Yes, I know that's awesome and done to death. I want to talk about The Walking Dead, like my own personal experience and opinions on The Walking Dead. I want to talk, and I also want to talk about the entirety of the Doctor Who series. Specifically the New Who series. I haven't watched like anything before the New Who. I might watch a couple episodes of the of the older stuff. I have a friend who is currently watching those herself. She might recommend some to me so that I can like take a look at them and like get my thoughts on those things. Maybe I'll do like a small like old 2 review or something. I don't know. Just whatever. But like those are the 4 major video essays I want to do: Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and Doctor Who. So yeah, there's that, and I might also talk about animation and shit. I'm going to do more Nintendo related content, so look out for that. Yeah, maybe I'll do Invader Zim as well. I wonder if people are interested in that. I mean, people like Invader Zim. I want to talk about my experiences with Invader Zim. This is a very interesting show. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about dumb stuff. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.